It's the holiday season. I'm Andy Rizika. What better way to bring in the holiday season? It's the season of giving. So in order to talk about that season of giving, I've got Becky White, the Direct Services Manager with United Way, with me to talk about their program this holiday season. So Becky, thanks so much for coming on and talking about the program.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
So it's the United Way's 100 Neediest Cases program. And this has been going on a long time, 100 years?
More than 100 years. We're more than a century old. And what's neat about that is that means we're interwoven into so much of the tradition in this region.
So why do you think it's resonated for so long, though? I mean, that's a long time. Many people have come and gone between this and keeping it going.
You bet. So the St. Louis region is a very giving area, and this is whatever holiday you celebrate, this is the season of giving. And so I think this program is unique because it gives the opportunity to support our neighbors who, you know, let's be honest, it's been a rough year. We had a major tornado in May. We had, you know, everything. It's difficult out there, and so we have an opportunity to help some of our neighbors that need just a little bit of assistance this year in order to be able to celebrate the holidays.
You just brought up a great point about the tornado victims. So I'm sure, you know, we talked about this even before we came on. There's more than just 100 cases.
Yes. So this program actually helps about 5,000 families each year. The total number of people is over 11,000 people will receive assistance, and half of those are children under the age of 18. And what we're finding is that, yes, holiday time, people are asking for toys and bikes and, you know, all the fun stuff, but we're also finding that a lot of our families are needing some help with things we call basic needs, you know, maybe some help with a utility bill, with rent. And families have, you know, we've all experienced it as we check out at the grocery store, and things just are expensive right now. And so through 100 Neediest Cases, the St. Louis community has the opportunity to help our region, those around us that need a little bit of assistance, to have a good holiday.
And the 100 Neediest Cases, that's at the federal poverty level, how they are enrolled in the program, right?
Yeah, so to qualify to participate in the program, all of our clients meet 125% of the federal poverty guidelines or below, and they participate with our partner agencies. They submit things like pay stubs. You know, if they've lost a job, they submit documentation of that. If they were affected by the tornado or a house fire, maybe they're experiencing a medical situation that, you know, whatever has happened that has caused them to need a little bit of help, they're doing casework with our partner agencies. Those partner agencies in the program submit the cases. So they've done that almost 5,000 times this year. And then those folks can make a list. If the community chooses to adopt, they get that list. We have an amazing team of volunteers that'll help match you with a case. And you can help brighten the holiday and just make sure that our region has a warm, happy holiday time together.
So that's at the federal poverty level. It's about 15,000, I think. I don't know how the percentage works out.
For a single person, yes.
For a single person.
And then, of course, the size of the family depends on how that number increases. But you know, that's one of the things that we are very transparent about, is that's how we know that we are helping the most needy in our community, is that they provide those documents.
Absolutely. And if you're out there looking for ways to help, so we're hoping people want to certainly open up their wallets, how do they help? Can they donate, or do they adopt a family, right?
There's so many ways that they can help. They can make a donation, a financial donation to our general fund, and that general fund provides assistance for all 5,000 families who participate. And they can do that through our website, which is 100-100-neediestcases.org. Or they can give us a call at 314-421-6060, and they can make that donation. If you visit our website, you also then, if you're interested in adopting a family, it's not too late, and you'll talk with our volunteers. You fill out a form saying, you know, I would like a large family or a small family or a senior. The youngest member of our that we are helping was born last week, newborn, and the oldest family member that we are helping is over 100 years old, and we have everybody in between.
That's a sweet story.
So
that's great.
It is, you know, and it's a great program, a way to celebrate the spirit of giving, a way to continue that family tradition. I talked with a donor the other day who said, you know, I'm so excited to do this again because back in the day, my grandmother and I would do this together. And, you know, that's the legacy that we have. I don't get to do that with my grandmother anymore. She's passed on. But this is my way to stay close to her. We continue to help our families together.
So it's a family tradition for people. Do you hear a lot of those stories? Do you have any more?
Every day, yes. It is. That's the benefit of being more than 100 years old. We are interwoven into those stories. Last night, there was a running club who had their holiday celebration, and we were the charity that they embraced, and so the running club made donations to the general fund. And again, those things will help pay, those gifts will help pay utility bills. They will help with grocery bills. People can also visit our website and visit our Amazon wish list. And people might be surprised what's on that wish list. What we heard from so many of our families is that basic needs, things like laundry detergent, paper towels, Kleenexes, those are things that people need. So those are some of the things on our wish list, and they can choose to send that to us. We'll make sure that it gets to the families in need.
So what's it like when you adopt a family? What's the process? What goes into, hey, I've got a family, what do I do?
Sure. So they visit our website. They put in that they're interested, let's say, in adopting. Maybe they have a family member who's on the autism spectrum. That's a journey that they know. They want to help another family that has somebody who is also on the autism spectrum. Our volunteers make that match. Then they get the wish list from that family. They have the opportunity to go shopping and get those items, and then they drop off those items at the agency where that family enrolled. After they make that drop off, then the family comes and picks those items up, and you have made the holiday for that family.
That's so special.
It is.
Really, it's that whole giving, the gift of giving, really everybody feels it.
It is.
It has a major impact.
It is, and we're so thankful for our partners at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch and the United Way, because those two agencies handle all of the administrative fees. So when you do make a donation to the 100 Neediest Cases, 100% of your donation goes to the families who are in need. And that's a very powerful thing. I know when I make donations, that's something that I look at, because, you know, administrative fees are important. You have to have the administration of the program, but it's also wonderful when those are already taken care of, and you know that 100% of your gift goes to the families in need.
And you just mentioned the Post-Dispatch. They do a great job of publicizing this every year. They put the stories in the paper with the illustrations.
Yes. Have you seen some of that artwork?
I have. They're very powerful.
They are. So students from across the region participate in our art contest, and their assignment, or the art, is to illustrate need. And so that means lots of different things to lots of different students across the region. And they draw what they know and what they see and what need looks like to them. And then our partners at the Post match those up with stories. And those 100 cases that we publish and all the artwork that we publish, they serve as ambassadors for the thousands of families that receive help through this program. That's
incredible. And maybe some of these kids are drawing from experience.
Absolutely. You see some of this artwork, and the top 40 pieces are published in the Post-Dispatch, and it is so powerful, and you can tell that it comes from their hearts.
These are really powerful pieces. Where can people see them?
So all of the artwork is on display at the Missouri History Museum. We invite the whole region to come and see. The exhibit is open until the end of the year, and you can see through the eyes of students what need looks like in our community.
So is it really important to have partners, Post-Dispatch, or is there anybody else that kind of helps with the facilitation program?
There's so many partners. So there are almost 50 agencies who participate across the St. Louis region in both Missouri and Illinois who submit the cases. We could not do this program without them. We have corporate partners who give each and every year. I could fill a couple hours naming all of the different groups that we work with. And that's really, I think, one of the most unique and special things about this program is that it truly is a regional teamwork approach. We could not do it without our partners, and it's everybody doing their part. I had a donation come in the other day that it was $5, and it had a note that said, "I sure wish I could give more, but this is what's in the budget right now." that $5 gift is just as important as every other gift that comes in. And we couldn't do it without that generosity of the region.
And people can donate all year, not just right
all
now.
year long. They can. Our website is active all the time. Again, that's 100neediestcases.org. You can see some of the artwork. You can see some of the wish lists. You can communicate with our volunteers. And when you choose to make a gift, my favorite question that you get to answer is, why are you choosing to give to the 100 Neediest Cases? And so you have the opportunity to share. And a lot of times people say, you know, when I was younger, my family struggled, and there were a couple years where we benefited from the program. I now things have calmed down, things are a little more settled, and I'm able to make a donation. I get goosebumps just talking about it, you know, talk about full circle. And that's the thing about this program, is that it's been around for so long that we have that opportunity. We are interwoven into generations. People learn, and we're part of that holiday tradition, and we couldn't be prouder and more thankful.
So one last time as we wrap up, just tell everybody one more time how they can donate. If there's any other ways, you said the website, maybe there's a Cash App or something like that.
So on the website, they'll find all the different ways to give, our Amazon wish list. So 100neediestcases.org is going to be the best way to reach us.
Well, thanks so much, Becky. I hope more people are out there and they contribute and we help the entire St. Louis region.
One case at a time.
One case at a time.
Happy holidays. Thank you so much for the opportunity to get to share some holiday spirit.
Thank you so much. And again, be sure you go to that website, 100neediestcases.org. They'll be there waiting for your donation. We hope that everybody picks a family this year. So be sure you're keeping up with STL TV for more stories like this on our social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and on our website, stltv.net. Thanks so much for watching. Happy holidays. I'm Andy Rosica.